If Smartsheet feels harder than it should, it's usually not because the tool is complex. It's because most people approach it like a spreadsheet. That mental model works for personal tracking, but it breaks down fast when teams, automation, and report enter the picture. In this video, I want to slow things down and explain how Smartsheet actually works as a system. Not how to click buttons, not how to build something flashy, but how to understand what really is going on underneath. Once this clicks, everything else becomes easier. Now I'm going to refer to Smartsheet throughout this video, but what I'm really teaching is how to think clearly about structured work. Smartsheet is not a spreadsheet with extra features. It's a system designed to manage work as structured data, and that distinction matters. In Smartsheet, each row represents a unit of work, a task, a request, a deliverable, a record. Rows are not just lines on a page. They are objects that can move through workflows, appear in reports, trigger automation, and surface in dashboards. Columns define the structure of those rows, and this is one of the most misunderstood ideas in Smartsheet. Columns are not just fields you add as you go. They are the rules of the system. They determine what data exists, how it behaves, and how reliable everything downstream will be. When teams struggle, it's usually because column design was treated as an afterthought. To understand Smartsheet, you need to understand data flow. Everything starts with sheets. Sheets are the source of truth. This is where data is created and maintained. If the data is unclear here, it cannot become clear later. Reports do not create data. They only filter and organize existing rows from one or many sheets. Dashboards do not manage data at all. They only display information pulled in from sheets and reports. This flow is one directional, sheet to report, report to dashboard. When people expect dashboards to fix broken data, trust erodes. When reports feel inconsistent, the issue is almost always upstream. Smartsheet is very honest in this way. It shows you exactly what you designed, even when the design is flawed. Spreadsheet thinking encourages a few habits that do not scale. Copying rows instead of designing structure, duplicating logic instead of centralizing it, and manually updating statuses instead of defining rules. In a spreadsheet, this feels normal, but in Smartsheet, it creates fragility. Automations start to misfire, reports stop matching expectations, and dashboards lose credibility. None of this happens because Smartsheet is broken. It happens because the system was asked to behave like a spreadsheet. To use Smartsheet well, you have to design before you build. You have to decide what a row represents before adding automation. You have to define structure before chasing flexibility. And you have to accept constraints before expecting clarity. Smartsheet rewards intentional design, but it punishes improvisation at scale. This is not a limitation. It is the point. This video is the foundation for everything else in this series. In the next videos, I'll break down sheets, reports, and dashboards in detail. I'll explain automation, scaling, and design decisions step by step. But none of that works if this mental model is missing. If you are building in Smartsheet, slow down, think structurally, and design intentionally. That is how systems stay calm as they grow.